What's up, everybody? It's been a minute. We're going to talk about the show I went to June 24th. Alanis Morissette, Newark, New Jersey. Yeah, this and the Bryan Adams one. I guess we're taking a break from metal for a bit. So I'd never seen Alanis before. I have no idea whether she tours regularly. It sounds like this was one of only two shows, so I guess I'm lucky. I'm kind of basic. I like a couple songs off of Jagged Little Pill, but when I heard about this, I thought, why not? Like, it'll be really fun to hear Hand in Pocket live, right? Prudential Center, I think, very underrated venue. It's probably a lot cheaper to rent out than like the Garden or UBS in Elmont, New York. Very easy to get to too. Like most people, I think, underrate how great the path is. 275 moves you like 22 miles or something. I just checked. 8.9 miles, 22 minutes. Darn. Anyway, good venue, great sound, convenient. Saw Judas Priest there last year, and Scott Travis thought we were in New York. Said something like, Albany's not the heavy metal capital of New York. New York is, but we were in Newark. Enough about the city. Opener was Amy Mann. I had never heard a single song. Maybe I heard like a Christmas song by her once, but I don't think I'd ever heard anything she'd done that was original. She sounded great. Great voice. I remember I liked a lot of the songs. It wasn't usually my cup of tea, that style of music, but she was a killer opener. I guess I gotta go down her Spotify now. But of course, Alanis. She was great. Her voice sounded great. I put up a couple videos of You Ought to Know and Hand in Pocket. I've always loved that song. She was so in tune on a couple songs. I actually thought she was lip syncing. Thankfully, like I have the videos, it looks like she's actually live. Everything matches up, but it sounded great. Great vocals, great band, not a single mishap. Almost too good to be true, except it looks true. The coolest thing about this to me was I think she played every single song off of Jagged Little Pill. There was no, oh, listen to my new album from last year. It was, let's give the fans what they want. There were a couple other things thrown in. She ended the show with Thank You from supposedly former Infatuation Junkie. I had to stop and pause and remember what that album title was. Thank You. During Ironic, she had a tribute to Taylor Hawkins. That was really sweet. It's funny because in the back of my mind, I did know that Taylor Hawkins played for Alanis before he joined Foo Fighters, but I didn't make the connection until I was like, wait a second, I know that face on the screen. I don't often call this out, but visually it was also a very good show. Just the lighting really added to it. I remember there was a red theme for You Ought to Know, as I showed in the videos. Really adds to that fiery angst that the song is, conveying. It's a weird thing, but I noticed it for this, and it's great. The highlights were pretty much all of the hits off of Jagged Little Pill. Ironic, Hand in Pocket, You Ought to Know, took me a second, but also Head Over Feet's one I've always loved. That was great live too. And the closer, Thank You, I remember I was thinking to myself, is she going to play that one? And then finally she did, and thank you. So this was not part of a larger tour, but I would still recommend go see her if you get the chance. If you can't, watch Dogma or the Curb Your Enthusiasm episode having her, or just listen to Jagged Little Pill again. I really am curious why she played only two shows. Is this a new trend? Like Powerwolf played 6 or something, Emperor just played, I think, 3? I know touring's expensive, but you still have to haul everyone everywhere. What are you saving money on? I digress. Great show, highly recommend. Rock on.